against BONK here.
Yeah, we got Skies coming back out of the woodworks. God knows how long it's been. He's flaked from every event he signed up for in Philly in recent memory, so it's good to see him back. And clearly he stayed in form, right, to make it this far in bracket. Like, he's still cooking. He's still good.
Yeah, taking out our number 2 Beast and sending him to losers very surprisingly. And right now putting BONK's money where his mouth is. But touch of death potentially incoming. No, great sneak away to the platform with a fastfall down to it. But can't get it off on the receiving end of a second one. Great 67 damage accumulated so far.
I think one of the big issues with this matchup is that Roy has really poor air acceleration. His airspeed's incredible, but he has really poor air acceleration, which makes all of his jump-ins very committal. And against a character like Meta Knight, who's very focused around whiff punishing, especially with that dash attack, that's how he's going to get his touch of death started. That's like most of his neutral, right, is his burst range. So that's going to make it really kind of difficult for Roy to commit to anything. And that's going to make that matchup, like, really way more brutal than it should look like.
Absolutely. They have to play a lot more apprehensive and a lot more committal, essentially. Right now, doing a great job keeping BONK relegated to that right side of the stage and still fighting back, pushing back from mid to right. Doing a great job using the speed of Roy on the ground, which is his best chance of keeping up with Meta Knight going forward in this set.
Right. And it's a situation where I feel like Skies is going to have to play a similar game to what BONK's going to want to do. He's going to want to kind of relegate himself to that bait and punish playstyle instead of being the red-hot aggressor that Roy usually is. We're going to see that up smash take that first stock there. BONK finding himself with a lead. The other thing is you don't want to see yourself at 0% against Meta Knight for this exact reason here.
Yeah, 33%, but still getting back control, going a little too bravado off that right side. And again, a huge gift horse has been looking the way of BONK, and he is not budging right now. So shout-outs to him, but Shark coming through. Can we see a 2-1 situation? And, you know, Roy can pressure Meta Knight a little bit off stage. It's a little cautionary for him because of his recovery. Great back air to close it out, make it 1-2. But still, it's not out of the woods for BONK just yet, I'd say.
For sure. Sky's got a hell of a mountain to climb right here. That's going to be that platform reset. Going to find the up air. Up B, great air dodge out from Skies.
Yeah, I think BONK actually misdirected the up B. Potentially thinking that Skies was going to drift a little farther right than down. And
that's a hard situation when they're right above you because you have to read DI in such an instant.
Absolutely, yeah.
Sky's starting to build up a little bit of momentum here. Going to get BONK in the corner. BONK going to get back to stage for free. That Nair's going to go uncontested.
Just going to let him come back to stage free all told because he is the one sitting in the hot seat right now. That Skittle shield, so now Skies has to pressure. And that's why great spot dodge the down smash. Exactly right. Controlling the stage, that one swipe of that fair. Oh my gosh, that was a game of inches. Down air to Dimensional Cape, but Dimensional Cape will cut through the attempt of Skies and giving BONK the 1-up in this set so far.
Yeah, a lot of Roy's ledge trapping patterns are, because he has so many lagless buttons, one was probably looking for the 2-frame there on the upbeat. He can find that down air into a back air or something like that.
Huh?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Here, I'll move my controller out of the way. Trycast.
Yeah. Set it up.
But yeah, like I was saying, Roy is naturally going to hit a lot of buttons on the ledge, a lot of fast lagless options. BONK being able to call that out with such a disjoint and a strong one at that, like that was just a strong mix-up there.
Absolutely. And we also have Gelato making it the TriCast going forward here, so welcome. And what do you think the pick for stage, Skies, opting to go straight back to small battlefield? Do you think he finds any more advantage going off of this match?
I think small battlefield is generally a fine stage. I like the idea of taking Meta Knight to a flat stage because it makes his ladder so much easier to obtain for himself, especially getting it off stuff like, dash attack and down tilt. I assume BONK would be banning like the stages Roy might want, like battlefield or stages to avoid that. So I feel like small battlefield is a fine stage overall.
Maybe like town, stuff like that.
Yeah, like I don't think you want to take Roy to town.
No.
So of course, like that's after they got banned.
The only issue with this stage, and everybody wants to take BONK to the stage for some reason, is that those platforms, the way they're positioned, one, give him a lot of ledge trap positions. He can drop down with aerials really, really easily. That Nair relatively lagless. And two, the platform resets he gets for his ladders on those platforms are going to make his advantage state a lot more dangerous. Really, no matter where he hits you on the stage, he can find those resets and continue his ladder or his bridge and get a ton of damage and a ton of stage advantage off of it.
Yeah, I think generally the reason you want to go, I think the reason people do pick the stage is because you also get platform positioning for yourself. You're seeing this guy's kind of use these platforms, like to Shark with his up airs and such, and use it as safe options, as opposed to like if you did go to like a stage that was flatter or bigger, where you don't really have that option to escape to.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, Sky's definitely looking for some platform games of his own, but right now, no platforms in sight as he plummets down to those waterfalls of the small battlefield. And BONK, once again, in a very, very strong 3-1 situation this time. And really, Sky's getting pinned both in shield and just, you know, a barrage of attacks from BONK is just keeping him in position, not moving around, not being as fluid as Roy should be.
It just feels like Roy is so susceptible to cheese in this matchup. Like, it doesn't feel like when he's recovering, he really has much of an answer to it. At least from what I'm seeing right now. Then again, I haven't seen a ton of this matchup, so I'm not sure entirely.
I mean, yeah, it is tough just with the speed of Meta Knight's attacks and the relative safety of them with the slow cooldowns as well, save for the smash attacks, obviously. But still, it's a very Sisyphus climbing or pushing the boulder up the hill essentially for this matchup.
Yeah, Roy only
disjointed
has
gimp.
so many options, and it's like once you kind of pin down where he wants to go, like you can just do like stuff like that, like the condor dive.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, one of the big faults of Roy is that all of his movement feels like very committal.
Yeah,
and even like when he's recovering, like he only has so many like angles he can really recover from. So, especially like just it makes him really easy to just kind of